Becoming a data analyst used to require 4 years in a classroom and $50,000. Today, all you need is ChatGPT and 10 minutes of learning. I am going to show you how to clean and interpret your data sets within ChatGPT in order to help you solve problems. And at the end, I'm going to show you the best way to analyze your data within ChatGPT. So let's get into it. First, we need to activate the advanced data analysis feature within ChatGPT 4. So as you can see, you may have GPT-4 already, but there's nothing else to click on. What you need to do is open up your sidebar, head down to your settings, click on settings in beta, head over to beta features, and here you can activate plugins in advanced data analysis. We are going to activate them both, even though we won't need plugins for the rest of this video. I'm going to close out of that. And now we can close our sidebar and hover over GPT-4, and we now have this advanced data analysis feature, and we can activate it. You can now see that there's a plus button down here that gives you the ability to attach files to ChatGPT. Step 1 is complete. You have this feature activated. Now let's move on to step 2, which is activating custom instructions. Now this step is optional, but I do highly recommend it as it provides much better responses. So in order to activate custom instructions, once again, you want to open up your sidebar and head down to your settings. Then you can click custom instructions. And as you can see, I have a professional role of yoga instructor in here currently, but that wouldn't be too helpful for data analysis. So I'm going to delete all of the yoga instructor information. If you've never used custom instructions before, these are basically two boxes that you pre-fill, and then ChatGPT will answer accordingly. So what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide better responses, and how would you like ChatGPT to respond? You can turn these on or off, and this will allow ChatGPT to provide the information you want in their responses every single time. And what I've done is I've made a database with over 300 different custom personas with these boxes pre-filled and ready to go. So since we are analyzing some data today, maybe I can head over to the technology section of my personas database, and then I could look for something like data scientist. I can click on that, and then we can copy these sections to their corresponding ones in ChatGPT, and I can paste it in here. And now ChatGPT is thinking like a professional data scientist, and it's also responding like one too after we get that section pasted in here. Now these custom personas are for sale on my website. I'll leave a link in the top pinned comment or the description below. There's over 300 different custom personas in here and over 10 different categories. So you can do stuff with marketing, business, writing, finance, technology, and so on. But for this video, we are going to be using the data scientist profession, and then we can hit save. And now ChatGPT's responses will be tailored as if it's a professional data scientist. So that's how I set up my ChatGPT in order to help me clean and analyze my data. Next, we actually have to upload our data to ChatGPT, and we have to understand what formats are available to upload, clean, and analyze.
All right, we're gonna look at this data. Okay, so we're gonna try to analyze this data in AI tool. So this is the data we have here. All right, so we're gonna look at how we can actually analyze this data in AI. But the AI that we're gonna be using is ChatGPT. This is the free version of it. So we will have up to a particular number of times that you can ask question, or you can ask ChatGPT to analyze the data for you. So if you meet that number of times that you have to ask question about your data, it will ask you to upgrade. So let's get that in mind. So, but if you only unlock that feature completely, then you need to upgrade so that you have unlimited time to ask questions. So first of all, what I'm going to do is that the data that I shown here, I'm going to go ahead and import this data. So it is from the computer, so I'm going to click here to upload it from the computer. All right, so we're going to assume that we don't know what this data set contains. All right, basically let's assume that we don't know. So let's ask ChatGPT to tell us what this data is all about. So can you tell me what this data set is about? So let's see what it's going to do. So it's going to tell us what this data set is about. Okay. All right, so the data set appears to be source records containing 369 entries with detailed information about each other. Okay, now here are the key aspects of the data set. So actually, these are the column headers that we have in the data set. All right, okay. So if we come here to check, the first one is the order ID, then up to the quarter. So if we come here, we're going to see the same thing, order ID. Then it goes ahead to explain to us what the other IDs is containing. So let's see it. So the other ID, the column, contains unique identifier for each order. Okay, so that is that. And the other date too, date when the order was placed. Okay, so it is just trying to explain to us uh, the element of each of the columns. All right, so let's go ahead. So let's look at the summary here. The dataset contains source data with comprehensive details about each order, okay, including customer information, order details, shipping information, and financial metrics. Okay, it includes 24 columns covering both quant- quant- qualitative and quantitative data. All right, there are some missing value in the unit price and quantity. Okay, that is fine. So it is letting us know that we have some missing value here in these particular columns. Okay, these two columns. Okay, this data set can be used for various analysis such as sales performance, customer behavior, regional source, distribution, shipping efficiency, and financial analysis. Now, with this, let's uh, go ahead and get to know which region has the highest sales. Okay, which region has the highest sales? Okay, so let's see what it's going to tell us. All right. All right, so this is it. So it's gonna give us the breakdown, the source for each of the regions. So the regions with the highest source is the North region. Okay, the total revenue of this amount, and here is the summary of the source region. So this is it. So it is giving us with the region with this highest source. All right, so let's go ahead and also to see uh, what we can also ask. Let's ask which product has the highest source. Okay, which product has the highest source? Okay, so the product with the highest source is Kali. So this is the product with the highest source. Now let's go ahead and see which category has the highest source. Okay, which category has the highest source? Okay, all right. So this is it. Oh, what I was saying earlier. So we have a limit. Okay, as to the number of questions that we put to it when we are using the free version. So it cannot give us a response on the question we just input. So that is that. So basically, this is how you can use ChatGPT to analyze your data. It's very useful. It can assist you to
Analytics project. Is this perfect? No, there are some issues. For example, a typical data analysis project will use many predictive models and find the best model. But in this example, it only uses the random forest. The workaround to address this is manually ask ChatGPT to perform additional models for you. Also, if a model requires more compute power and takes longer time, it will only show you how to do it and you will have to do it offline yourself. Having that said, I think this tool is already a game changer. What will usually take days or weeks, you can now complete it in minutes. Also, with custom instructions, It addresses the previous issues of inconsistent output. Now you may be wondering if you are going to lose your job as a data analyst. I believe the answer is no, but you need to invest time in learning this tool and excel with it. Your employer expects this, and your productivity should increase by at least 70% to remain competitive in the job market. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to help me reach the broader audience, and see you in the next one.